The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restored I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who prepare a table before I, in the presence of our enemy them. Who anointed I head with no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I life. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah kadema we grumabe tela igzag beer tanayistalina bashante shante kadema we grumabe. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral because we have taken sides, and we have never claimed to be neutral. The side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Now in every traditional African home there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the nourishment of the family, in all its entirety. That is why we keep saying, this is the black pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. The pot that serves sumptuous food to the family in all its entirety. That is exactly what we do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, and subject these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny. At the end of the day, we tease out the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is in the service of God and country. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, and here we speak truth to power. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram. Please, we are also on X, formerly called Twitter. You can also find us on TikTok, where we keep ticking and talking with the hands of patriotism. Our country, and you respond, or nothing. Notre pays ou rien. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. If you have not as yet subscribed to this channel yet, please take 1 second, hit on the subscription button. Right after that, hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch us. We are such a beautiful family, the fastest growing in the world of Pan-Africanism and patriotism, and we are excited that you are part of the family. There is no forest without trees. My brother, my sister, and all of us are trees in this very beautiful forest. And like Jesus Christ would always say, he will go after that one lamp that is missing. Without that lamp, the forest is not complete. That one tree, the forest is not complete. That one lamp, the flock is not complete. We love you. We appreciate you. It is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Come here. Now, if you are ready for today's broadcast, it is time for action. No lingerness. Today we have 3 very important stories we want to share with you in all exclusivity. This is the land of exclusivity. No 2 ways about them, Tinderman. One more time. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit on the notification button so that each time we are on, you shall be reminded to watch us. Let's get ready to rumble. Story number 1. Watch this. Kaish. Confusion rocks John Kumah family again. Now, John Kumah was a deputy finance minister of the state, the beautiful state called Ghana, the republic called Ghana. He died a day after the Independence Day of Ghana in 2024, the 7th of March 2024. He passed on. The whole country was heartbroken. His party was in power, getting ready to go for elections. He was also an MP, so there was instantly a by-election. John Kumah. He was a man many people never really knew. He blossomed underground, and then he rose into buoyancy, political buoyancy, when he was ushered into the world of politics by Alan Tremartin. He became his PR person. From that time, he went on to climb higher heights. He became a lawyer, opened his own law firm. Went ahead to even be a contractor. He was able to warm himself to so many people in the political landscape. He became a deputy finance minister of state. Albeit, the economy became so terrible. They always blamed it on COVID and the Ukraine-Russia war. Today, his boss, Ken Ofori-Atta, is a fugitive. He died before his party could get out of power so shamefully. This party destroyed the nation for 8 solid years, the NPP. But John Kumah most of the time was seen as a gentleman. But skeletons started coming out right after his death. Oh yes, the Pandora's box was ripped open and a can of worms started wriggling out. My brother, my sister, this is the man called John Kumah. He was a lawyer, an MP, and a deputy finance minister. Come here. When he died, his wife got married after 1 year, 9 months. She was originally called Lillian Owusu. In marriage, she dropped her name and became Lillian Kumah. She was a woman of God and still is, relegating herself to spirituality, Christian spirituality. Lillian Kumah. Apostle Lillian Kumah. She stayed with her husband. It looked like everything was okay. They say if you never sell your sickness, there's no way you would ever get any cure for that. As if she told herself. When she got remarried, 1 year, 9 months after her husband's demise, tongues started wagging, blabbing all over the place. She married too early. Why did she get married so early? And who is this guy she even got married to? The guy is simply called Samuel Ayikwe. And Samuel Ayikwe also tried to be an MP by standing on the ticket of the LPG, the Liberal Party of Ghana. In fact, headed by the alleged fraudster and thief, one Percival Kofi Akpalu, who presently is going to be hauled for prosecution before the law courts of this nation. This is the gentleman we're talking about, Samuel Pakwesi Ayikwe, aka Baron. Now, Baron was previously married too, and he had 2 children. So it's 2 different people who have come out of marriages and they have come together in a holy matrimony. They've been married for a few weeks now, and it looks like they are having fun. As we speak right now, they are not in the country. They are in Dubai from Dubai. They might be flying to some other countries. Maybe they are in China. Maybe they might even be in London. Maybe what they are doing as honeymoon, they have decided to keep away from the public's eye, but they certainly are not in the country. My brother, my sister, this is Lillian Kumah Ayikwe and her husband, Samuel Pakwesi Ayikwe. Now, after the tongue started wagging, and we brought you so many skeletons from the cupboard of John Kumah, many were shocked. John Kumah had a secretary who he birthed 2 children with at the blind side of his wife. And when Lillian got to know, after John Kumah denied this over and over, swearing heaven and earth, she got so mad and angry and threatened so many things. John Kumah decided to compensate her. He bought her a Land Cruiser, tear rubber, brand new, just to compensate his wife. Wifey, have you forgiven me? Not yet. I will only forgive you if you sack that lady called Cynthia Ajimai. And Cynthia was sacked. Cynthia was the executive secretary. They had 2 children outside wedlock. He brought in another woman by name Sewa, and Sewa too had 2 children. Lillian suspected, many others suspected, that these other 2 children from Sewa were also from the loins of John Kumah. But John Kumah denied this all the way till his death, in order not to sound like a broken record. My brother, my sister, when John Kumah was about to die after being diagnosed, he cried to his wife and said, "Wifey, I know I've hurt you so much. This was not what we envisaged when we started it several years back. But please forgive me. If I don't die, as the doctors are saying, I am going to be a better man for you." Lillian went on her knees and prayed, brought a lot of pastors, prophets, apostles to pray for John Kumah. They were still in the mood of prayer, day after day, when it came out that they had to fly all the way to Germany. And John Kumah decided that his wife should go with him. The very first time in all several years that they had been married, that they traveled together as husband and wife outside the nation. It came out that when John Kumah won the elections with his party, he all of a sudden had another house in cantonments, and he never lived with his wife for 8 solid years before he died. In that house in cantonments, side chicks could come in. It looked like he had read a new book called Side Chickism, How to Avoid Being Caught. My brother, my sister, Lillian stayed like a single woman, albeit time after time John Kumah visited. So when John Kumah died, my brother, my sister, Lillian got remarried 1 year, 9 months after. By the Akan tradition, after just 1 year, you are free to go. They call it Kuna. And she stayed all the way. When she met John Kumah at the age of only 19, they dated for only 3 months. And when she met her new husband, Samuel Ayikwe, yes, history repeated itself. They dated for only 3 months and got married. But she said after the marriage that she was not looking for a replacement. She was looking for a journey's partner. And I thought that she had made a lot of sense. Then she mentioned another thing which rocked the hornet's nest. Come here. Now watch this. Lillian Kumah said she was tired of living in the cage of pain. So poetic. And many people started to read meanings into that. Is it about the death of the husband? Or was she not too happy in the marriage? Many people started debating, and soliloquizing. My brother, my sister. Then we went underground. And we got some information how how did the information come about? A brother of John Kumah, who we are told is nursing the ambition to become an MP to replace the brother in Ejuso in times coming by, spoke to the media. This is Frank Kumah. He wasn't happy that Lillian got married too early. He said they were still mourning, and when I asked him, when would you finish mourning? Does mourning ever end? He said, well, we are still mourning, and we expected there to have also stayed for us to mourn and finish mourning. Then later he said, oh, we don't really have a problem. My brother, my sister, this is the story that is making the rounds all over Ghana. And remember where you first heard it, right here at Black Empire Media. Today we have news for you. It looks like it's a period of Abusuampenyin. Remember Abusuampenyin to Park. In the case of Daddy Lumba, there was a man called Abusuampenyin to Park who spoke Twi. He also spoke Hausa. And he became a celebrity all of a sudden because he was representing the family of Daddy Lumba, who had just passed on, and he was the one in the media talking. Once in a while, he exhibited some wonderful dance moves, any kind of dance, from Azonto all the way down to Zabarama. He would do everything. Abusuampenyin to Park. But the Abusuampenyin in John Kumah's family is not a Tupac. He has decided to go to Jordan. His name is Abusuampenyin Arafat. Come here! Abusuampenyin Arafat has spoken. He was in the church of Lillian Kumah, Christ Disciples International, just yesterday, Sunday. I was in my house and I was listening to the loud cheers in the church. My brother, my sister, I couldn't go there. But later, when I inquired, I realized that Abusuampenyin Arafat had stormed the church in anger. Very, very angry. And when he snatched the microphone, oh my God, you see, Esaweni and Sewa Kachre. Watch this.
Praise the Lord. Umiena radiasi noye nadoye hoda. Muhumi ha. Kesa ese kusi mpiewia. Ene kwesi na me manfo. Ese adwendwene me kuru. Kwan ye befa so a ye nyina abetire mu. But ese mi bofi na me ba. Na me wiase nyina te. Ni me bua munim bloggers ni de koso no. Eye mia me ba. So aware. Wakum nipa. Body ben waye. Me abusia John Kumah me nua bodi machire na ba ro. Me ba pani o 50 years 1975 and am wo mba pani nti. Che se wo ye me ba. Lillian so ye me ba. Awade de me na me gi awade no. E wo boase e de ma me wo fa ase. Emu nsem nyina me. O mampani Arafat ye me gina hayi. Me na me kura wo mu a. John Kumah be John Kumah ni nyina gina me so. Me no otufo. Na ho abio. Ne nipa kese ba kese wakum nipa. Onyankopɔ se wo hu de tete oba no okunu ntamu. Onyankopɔ se da won fa ware. Se me hu ne na me suru be ade chi na me so be ware kura. Bible no wa nkyere date. Ye nyina wo ha sei na sofo yi ebeyi ne ntuma gu ne obi ani ha. Ya nya mamre wo fi ha. Afi so ye. Da kwadi afisi ada. Abusuampenyin Arafat. Aya mamre bia pare ho a. Se bibia nsiri kwa se Lillian wonyandofo a wontim ware ne ba sai. Atamis le kai o se ya munnimu fi asem. Na mpese mo asoro mai de mo muti ase se Lillian onkum nipa onye bone onfum nyame na onfum abusua. This will be the cancer be na muti nsem bia mo mantu na onyankopɔn entai nachi na mo so mo ntai nachi no se baabi a baanu ana baasa ho no 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 awurade no no ho yamuru baasa awurade woni ha yabasom bosom ha yabaka bosom asem ha nyanyame asem ne yede tia enti die ekoso bia no me na be gia wade no me ne baba kan se wo ware wa ware a onfum abusua onfum nyankopɔn desi ya me ka sei amanfo omo fra me kura sei enipa bi timachi enti madam roma enu anchi na mba e manusia mesre mo kwai ne masa kokuma se wafuo so a wo ye ni nyina na obia wo Ghana ha no ndi e wo so be ka onni ni si asem na mbe abusua padin won fumwi wa waria ene ye bedi e beche me pacho aha me pacho onni ni kunu babia tembi obebia wo si na susu bibi otumfo chief security menye ni paketo wa santimem sana bewu wuti ase wo mo mfa na da on be ka we no wo hu se me ijira santiman anem samamra esa ya santiye ye ya ye nyame de asu aye onfomwe fankai ni hu se ohini bi ata na chi medam wa.
It's a black port, and this is an exclusive. This is Otumfo's chief security. As you heard, Otiko also chief security. His name is Abushapenyin Arafat. He said he left Kumasi purposely to come and vent his spleen on the nonsense that is going on. He asked, has Lillian done anything wrong? I was the one who joined the two of them in holy matrimony several years ago on the 27th of July 2006 in Obuasi. I stood on my 2 feet and joined my own son, John Kumah. And of course, she became my daughter, Lillian Owusu, in holy matrimony. After John Kumah, my son, died, Lillian stayed for a whole 1 year. And we did all the rituals, Akan rituals. She was free to go. Even if she had wanted to marry on the same day the man died. It is not against any religion. After all, the Bible itself says, and I'm quoting the Bible because I'm in church, that is death that separates a man and a woman as husband and wife. That's why when we are getting married, we say, till death do us part. And if death has come in, why are you making so much noise all over the place that she got married after 1 year, 9 months? What has she done wrong? I, Abushapenyin Arafat, I am here to authenticate the marriage. But I must apologize to you that as I'm standing talking to you, in fact, there are people waiting for me, I am told. So I will not sit down right after this. I am going back to Kumasi because this is the chief security officer of the Otumfo himself. And this, my brother, my sister, is Abushapenyin Arafat. He spoke with a lot of energy, power. And after he finished, he shared food traditionally to the people in the church. And he walked out, heading straight for Manshia, the domicile of the Asantehene, to continue with his work. But before he left, he also said, if nobody is going to be in support of this new marriage, I am. Tell the whole world that there's a chief who is behind this marriage. And this chief is not a small chief. He is the chief security officer of the Otumfo himself. This is the black pot. That's Shemawe. Now Lillian and the husband are still honeymooning. Correct? Lillian and the husband are still honeymooning. They were outside the nation to their various destinations of choice. And they have returned, still in the mood for honeymoon. Presently, as we speak, I am told that they are back home. Abusuapenyi Arafat has spoken. Right now, the whole John Kumah family is thrown into total confusion. Whilst a part of it comes out to say, oh no, she married too early. The other half also says, oh, it is okay, let's move on. Are they just saying this to calm tempers, or they truly mean it from the bottom of their hearts? That, oh, Lillian Kumah is okay to move on? Or will this bitterness continue on the other side? Wherever it is, Lillian Kumah has made one thing very clear. Come here! And what did she say? I will not allow myself to continue living in the cage of pain. This is supposed to be a beautiful poem for JHS or SHS. The cage of pain. Now, we have come to understand what kind of pain Lillian Kumah was going through. 8 solid years. Husband never lived with her as husband and wife. Of course, he paid visits. Of course, he gave out money. But the intimacy was wavery. It is Abusuapenyi Arafat who has nailed the death nail into the coffin of this agreement. And it looks like the endorsement has become whole. To Lillian Kumah, Ayikwe, and Samuel Pakwesi Ayikwe, aka Baron, we have a word for you. Now, skeletons are going to be coming out from both of you. People are going to start gossiping. Oh, I used to date this guy. Oh, I used to date this lady. Oh, I used to do this with this person. Oh, I used to do this business with this person. Just to try and cast doubts amongst you or between you. This is time to stand firm and strong. After all, life is so short. And to Baron, Lillian has sacrificed a lot, lost a lot in order to embrace you. Please don't let her down. And to Lillian, you have gone too far to return. But let me also share one word with you. If you realize anytime soon or later that you are being pushed into another cage of pain, you know the precedents. Break it open. I believe this time round is going to be a paradise of love. Hallelujah. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodomo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey ya! Hey yo! Wayo!
Skipper George. Blakk Pot. Kukushodomo.
He's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. And remember, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, do me the honest, man. Hit on the subscription button. Right after that, you hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch us. We love you. We appreciate you. This is the domicile of the truth. And remember, our numbers are rolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We are more than excited to follow up on stories that you want us to. All you need to do, you can send us a WhatsApp message, send us a voice note, whatever it is, and tell us what story it is. We will contact you and follow up on the stories. This is how we get our exclusives. We take time to dig deep into things. And right after that, we bring you nothing but the truth in the service of God and country. Story number 2. Hey, watch this. FREEZY MACBONES attacked. Now, who is FREEZY MACBONES? Now, FREEZY MACBONES is a well-built boxer. This is the guy. He was born right here in Ghana, went through a lot. In fact, he even worked as a pongpo man. You know what it means to say pongpo? Construction worker, carrying concrete from one point to the other. My brother, my sister, he worked so hard until he got the opportunity to go to England. And over there in England, he started doing some such jobs, from construction all the way through, food delivery and even more. And then he discovered boxing. Who is FREEZY MACBONES? Now, FREEZY MACBONES was originally born Seth Jima. Oh yes, Seth Jima. And he was born on July 27. The same day and month, Lillian Kumah got married to her husband. I'm talking about FREEZY MACBONES in 1989. So that gives him 36 years. Come here! That's FREEZY MACBONES. Seth Jima. He got the opportunity to go to England. He started working and got the opportunity, to live in England legitimately. He lives in Lambeth, in England. My brother, my sister, he took up to boxing. His physique, his actions in the ring, many people started calling him the Ghana Mike Tyson. Others called him the African Mike Tyson. Fights that he had in England, he destroyed his enemies in the boxing ring. I am not a fan of boxing. I used to be. And I've said it time and again, because I believe it is a barbaric sport that is just meant to hurt people for nothing. Break people's eyes and noses, shed blood. The more blood you can shed, the happier the crowd becomes and your chances of winning the game. They call it a pugilistic sport. But for me, it's a pugilistic barbarism. But this is FREEZY MACBONES. He's a brother I love. Now, whether you like it or not, the same way Bukom Banku, Brema Kamoko, was able to bring in a lot of energy in boxing in Ghana. Remember, when Bukom Banku made boxing in Ghana so attractive. We remember when he fought Powers. We remember how the whole nation came together to watch this. My brother, my sister, boxing came to a certain low point. Bukom Banku has retired because of health issues. He's trying to bring up his son, Bukom Tilapia, aka Abu Tilapia. FREEZY MACBONES started making waves all the way in London. He had met people like Anthony Joshua. Oh, Anthony Joshua used to take care of him, sending him money left, right, and center, and just keeping him going and encouraging him. He's a light heavyweight, so he's not in the division of Anthony Joshua at all. FREEZY MACBONES, 36 years. All of a sudden, we saw him in Ghana. What was he doing in Ghana? It looked like he had temporarily abandoned his Lambeth home in London, and he was here to uplift the pugilistic sport, so-called. So, he fought a couple of times. The excitement was there for boxing lovers. Then there was time for him to fight a guy 11 years younger than him. Can you believe that? 25-year-old worldwide. My brother, my sister, and this was what was advertised all over the place, and people were more than just excited to see the showdown. Jima versus Tete. Said Jima versus Jonathan Worldwide Tete. 11 years apart. Now, Worldwide himself was born on October 16 in the year 2000. So he's 11 years younger than the older FREEZY MACBONES. MACBONES trained so hard. We saw him training every muscle in his body. Oh, Worldwide was also ready. And he's a master teaser. He could tease you right from morning till night and get you aggravated emotionally so that you will lose your balance and he will bury you in the shallow grave. They decided that they were ready for the showdown. The whole of Ghana was ready. Of course, there was supposed to be a main bout, but this one stole the steam out of the main bout. My brother, my sister, and both of them, the same weight. They decided to make it happen, but there's controversy. And what is the controversy? FREEZY MACBONES entered the ring dressed in full Ashanti colors. The Edinkra symbols were all over the place. And to those who do not know that we have an Ashanti flag, that day at least, an Ashanti flag was shown. And FREEZY MACBONES came into the ring with a full Adwa display. And he had picked up a new moniker. He is now called the Ashanti Warrior. FREEZY MACBONES. Kente, all over the place, displaying the rich culture of the Ashanti. And here he was in the dressing room, powering up, building up, getting the steam in the right place to be able to jump into the ring. And there you would see FREEZY MACBONES jumping like a mad horse from the land of Ashanti. Oh, a great-great-grandson of the legendary Ashanti warrior, Opoku Frede Frede. That is him coming. King, 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 Ekwonaba. There he is. The Adwa rhythm was in full flight. It was like the Battle of Dodowa between the Gans and the Ashantis. Do you remember that battle? They relived that battle. My brother, my sister, and it looked like in the Battle of Dodowa, when the Asantehene boasted that he was going to squeeze the whole Ghana army into the little belly of the little fish called Kamfra, and ended up losing the battle, the same scenario was reenacted. FREEZY MACBONES lost it. Ekwonaba. And after that, he's been attacked. Tribalism. Oh, he brought about too much tribalism. It became a war of the Ashantis and the Gans, as many people touted it. And the referee in the middle of the whole caboodle Oh my God. He's called Roger Bano. My brother, even if you were born today, you know Bano is a Ghana name. And look at the other people who scored. My brother, my sister, these are the scores. And right after that, FREEZY MACBONES came out to say that there was so much tribalism in the boxing ring. What exactly did he say? He said the referee was speaking Ga to the other boxer, and he was speaking in such a way that he couldn't understand anything because he, MACBONES, doesn't speak Ga. At least the referee should have chosen a language that they both understood. But he spoke to his Ga boxer in Ga, and he spoke to FREEZY MACBONES in English. He felt that that was not just. He lost the fight. But many people who watch the fight, I didn't watch it because I told you already, I'm not a supporter of boxing. Many people who watched the bout said that it looked like FREEZY MACBONES had a point. Because there was a point where Worldwide was breathing like a pregnant antelope on heat in the labor ward, ready to deliver. There, you can see him as if to say, I am tired. I can't do it anymore. Oh, and his people are telling him, yeah, he's also tired, but just one last blow will let him go down. Just gather. Yile, yile, kwe, yile, yile. And this has become very, very popular on social media. My brother, my sister. Now, the moment FREEZY MACBONES was pronounced the loser, oh, he was quick to go on social media to announce that he had lost. And then he congratulated the younger fighter, 11 years younger than him. And I'm talking about Worldwide. What did he put up? Watch this. FREEZY MACBONES in Accra. It's a statement from Team FREEZY MACBONES. On behalf of FREEZY MACBONES and his entire team, we want to first congratulate Worldwide on his victory last night. He came to fight and end the decision. We have nothing but respect for him and his team. We'd like to extend our sincere gratitude to the promoters who made this fight possible. Legacy Rise Sports and Matchroom Boxing. Thank you for giving FREEZY this platform and for putting together an incredible event. Your continued support of the sport means everything. Now, to the fans who packed the venue last night, thank you. Your energy, your passion, and your support won't go unnoticed. Whether you were there for FREEZY or for Worldwide, you created an electric atmosphere that reminded us all why we love this sport. Last night didn't go our way, and we own that. We own up to that. I'm sure they wanted to say. But this is just one chapter in FREEZY's story. We are already back in the gym, analyzing, adjusting, and preparing for what is next. FREEZY is a fighter, true and true. Grammar, true and true. True and true. And setbacks only fuel his determination. We will be back and we will be better. Thank you all for your continuous support. Team FREEZY MACBONES, dash it away. Now watch this. FREEZY congratulated his opponent. That is good sportsmanship, isn't it? Now later he sat back and said, well, even though the referee spoke Gan to one party and spoke another language to me and all that, you know, I feel there was a mismatch somewhere, a disconnect somewhere. Now, to those criticizing and attacking FREEZY MACBONES, come here. Watch this. Now, many have asked me, Blakk Rasta, what do you think about that? Look, when you watch the video and bring back the video, FREEZY MACBONES entered the ring with both the Ghana flag and the Ashanti flag. Yes, that's what he did. He is called the Ashanti warrior. I am called the Salaga soldier, even though I don't come from Salaga. If I'm going into a certain kind of competition, I can decide to wave the Salaga flag. Shatter movement has a boxer who is going to fight. When the boxer is going into the ring, they wave the national flag out of respect for patriotism of the country. But they are not wrong if they wave the Shatter movement flag on the side. Correct? My brother, my sister, FREEZY MACBONES, as you see here, you see the Ghana flag prominently overshadowing any other kind of flag. Yes, there was the Ashanti flag. Yes, he came in as the Ashanti warrior. But look at his trunks. Ghana flag. Look at it. Ghana flag. Right? Yes, the good baker. He will bake you dry. Look at it. But people are concentrating on the Ekwanaba. People are concentrating on the Ashanti flag. Look at the Ghana flag there. Flying so high. Again, every good story has a good side and a bad side. Of course, this relieved the battle of Akatamanso, the battle of Dodowa. We historians understand exactly what was reenacted there. If I had my own way that day, much as I would have loved to see the Adwa and all the beautiful kente dancing, I would have told my very good friend FREEZY MACBONES, you know what? As historians, we go into the past and let the past guide us into the present and the future. Don't go there with Adwa. Don't wave the Ashanti flag. Because there's one boxer here who is Ga, there's the other boxer here who is Ashanti. Unfortunately, we live in a very polarized, tribalistic country, ethno-clastic country, Ghana. So leave that aside. Afterwards, you can go and dance. Yeah, adie here. Asana ye fata. Ana. Right now, everybody started looking at it as a Ga and Ashanti war. And as historians, it took us straight to the Dodowa forest, where Opoku Frede, the greatest warrior who ever existed in the land of the Ashanti, was defeated, and he committed suicide after the defeat of the Ashantis. And the Gans and the Ashantis were the key factors of the war. Of course, they were the British and other, people, but the two titans were the Ashantis and the Gans. And when the Ashantis were coming, they were coming for the Gans. And the Gans were ready for the Ashantis. Some of these things, we might overlook them, but they take us back into history, and if we are not careful, we might spark up a few ugly heads, left, right, and center. Unfortunately, FREEZY could have done anything he wanted. He just wanted to promote culture. Imagine doing this in America. Imagine doing this in England. Imagine doing this in Spain, in Japan, in China. The boxer is coming to the ring and people are dancing Adua. Ken. It will go straight into the Guinness Book of whatever. It's beautiful. But semantics, circumstances. Ebamu say ye dear, ehia, and sana ye dear fata. So to FREEZY, these are the attacks. As a bigger brother, I just want to encourage you and say that it's good that you are a good sportsman, but sometimes just look at some of these things as part of the game. Oh yes, part of the game. If your team had gone a little bit into history, I'm sure they would have advised you better. But you haven't done anything wrong. It was just a little slip. And to those attacking FREEZY MACBONES, take it easy. If a Dagomba man had come in with a Dagomba flag, the Bewa flag, And they are dancing damba. Bung, 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 bung. Hey, bung, 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 bung. Bung, 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 bung. Enjoy, enjoy. All the big smokes running around. We would have applauded and said it was beautiful culture. Though many would have also read tribal meanings into that. This should not stop us from pronouncing loudly our beautiful culture. It's sports. There's nothing wrong pronouncing my beautiful culture. It's culture. It's not ethnocentrism. No. What do you think? It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey ya! Hey you! Hoyo!
Blakk pot. Kukushonema.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Remember, our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Yes, we are ready for you. And this Yuletide, something very beautiful is happening at Zimanski Hotel. Oh yes, people are trooping in there to eat, to drink, to dance in all excitement. And Zimanski Hotel is a top-class hotel. On the 24th, Christmas Eve, there was this jingle and mingle. People were there in their numbers to eat and drink and have fun. Oh yes, from 4 p.m. all the way through. And the food, many couldn't wait to return. On Christmas Day, there was the Falala Fiesta. Yes, beautiful. From 12 noon, people were there to dine and enjoy. And people were only paying 20% of the price. They had fun, and the fun is still on. Now, on Sunday, just yesterday, there was the Christmas brunch bash. My God. The music was good. The food was excellent. Hotel fees went so low. People were there in their numbers at Zimanski, home away from home. And Zimanski is located right there. You know that, right? And on Sunday, the 4th of January, from 12 noon all the way till 6 p.m. is the special New Year's Day brunch. What kind of food do you want to eat? Local and foreign? Oh my God. Just serve yourself. All you can eat. Eat and eat. Demand and demand. And you pay the same thing. Any drink you want. For more information, you call the numbers on the screen. And you can also send an email to them for more. It is located on the 19 Continental Crest Roman Ridge, right here in Accra. And this is Zimanski Hotel. I love this hotel. All my guests go there for Kuchoko Roots Festival. Oh my God. And I go there and have fun time after time. Remember, it's home away from home. This is Zimanski. Okay? This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Okay? Let's see your comments. All right? And then we'll take the last story and we are done for the day. Send your comments via YouTube. They could also come via Facebook and we are ready to read them. Remember, it's not a monologue. Okay? So Ebenezer Ando says, good evening, everyone here. Benazu says, it's time. Pandi Pamank says, Black Rasta, welcome, legend. Benazu says, it's time. Patawo says, good evening, guys. Good evening, Pat. How are you doing? Says, greetings, Black Rasta. How are you doing, beautiful Pat? I hope everything is okay with you. Okay? More comments. Pandi Pamank says, Wontumi again. This man is something else. History and currently. The authentic information. Thank you. Awin Suja Jonas. Awin Suja Jonas says, greetings, Black Rasta. Alex Ado says, you think you're making sense? I don't know who you're referring to. Okay? So whoever you're referring to, if they're not making sense, come out with your sense so that we will learn from your sense. Okay? Suleiman Abulazo says, hey ya. Hey yo, how are you? Respect Bobo Shantiman. Black pot is the truth pot, right? Jason Strats says fire, ya yabu yabu yabu. Kamshina Zaid says Black Rasta, more fire. Good evening, big brother. Awun Suja Jonah says most of us see sense in him. Who? Oguyami Princess Black Rasta, good evening. More fire. Nana Ogum Power says Black Rasta, more fire. All right. Okay. More comments coming in. We have Oguyemi Prince says watching live from Abusokai, loud and clear. May Almighty Allah continue to bless you for the good job you keep doing for Mother Ghana. And Godwin Mawuduji Agbemafle says, me salute of patriotism. Okay. Akanayo Zurei says, hi, Black. Bless up. Mubarak MBK says, ready or not? Of course, we're ready. More than just ready. Okay? More comments. Roots Benuku Eja Ebate says, greetings to you, Black Rasta. Thank you very much for bringing us the undiluted truth. Yes, the undiluted truth. I want you to know that people who believe in you and follow are more than those who speak likes about you. So keep the good work you're doing. Of course. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. And the good thing about Black Rasta is that I normally don't hear lies, you know. I normally don't hear lies because I think we've led a very good life all this while. Some people might misrepresent. Even when they bring lies, nobody would believe them because we have a track record. You see? Thank you so much, Ruth. I love you. I truly love you. Trust me. Oguyemi Prince says, NPP, never again. This country with their lavish and prodigy spending and sleeping around with people's. Akana Yozurai says, fire, ya. Gausu Saib says, come here. Agbeshi Victor says, fire, ya. Kenneth Kwashi says, year of Abusia Penyin to park. And then now we have Abusia Penyin Arafat. Baba Sahat says, Black Rasta, we are proud of you. I'm proud of you too, my brother. Godson Kofi Ametowo says, very proud of you, Elder Arafat. Okay? Yes. He spoke a lot of sense. Yeah, he made a lot of sense. For me, he made a lot of sense. I don't know about you. Okay? Baba Sahar says, the wise man Arafat, great name for a great sensible man. Oguyemi Prince says, Black Rasta, I said it last time that this guy called Wontumi must be sentenced by hanging because what he has done in this country, our great grandchildren are coming to suffer for that. Ahmed Tijani Suleiman says, Amu of Fire Black. William Azilaku says, maximum salute to you, Black Rasta, and Merry Christmas. Love and respect, my brother. And then, yes, we have Mr. Fashion, right? Mr. Fashion says, first to join the live stream. Thank you so much, Mr. Fashion. Love and respect, man. And then Rashid Bawa says, Black, oh, Black. Welcome back, Black Rasta. Okay? And Mystery Fashion says, fire, yeah. Let's do this. Stephen Jackson says, why, we are live in a beautiful last Monday of the year. Good evening to you, Mr. Black Rasta, and welcome from the weekend. Okay? Mr. Fashion says, Black Pot. Tijani Muhammad says, welcome you all to the Monday class. We speak truth to power. Oy. Rap Thunder says, welcome legendary Blakk. Rudolph Basigayem says, I am here to learn from you, sir. Service to God and country, our country, or nothing. Kofi Ahmed Demenya says, Ghana will work again. Blakk, please, soldier on for God and country. Salutes of patriotism. Okay? Rap Thunder says, please, legendary, how is your car now? I always pray for you to get one which is more than that. Inshallah. Amen. Thank you. Aboloman says, Blakk Rasta. Okay? He says, Blakk Rasta. Okay? Rap Thunder says, I mean the one that got bent. Oh yeah, I mean, your prayer is powerful. So we'll get a better one. Yeah, we'll get a better one. Bori Issa says, I finally enjoyed the interview with Johnny Hughes. The truth is power. Truth is wisdom. Yes, so I remembered you asking, hey, Johnny Hughes. So, today we decided to pull him into the studio and talk to him. Yeah, so you heard him, right? Ashanate says, I love the energy. Blakk stays strong and healthy. Thank you. Rashid Bauer says, hey, with the taxpayers' money, Amanya Meba says, come here. Emmanuel Ania says, Blakk, I think you are not being fair to us. You keep bringing John Kumah issues, yet you refuse to bring us Nadromo's issue. It will come. You know when Blakk Rasta says it will come, it will come. Yeah? It will come. Muhammad Banjia Wam says, Alhamdulillah for another blissful week. Raw lion, run the story, my youth. Come here, our country or nothing. Dash, Wayoy. Signed MC Scorpion Insider Shyman. Okay? Yeah. And we have Wani Boy. Wani Boy says, good evening, my professor. How are you doing? I'm doing good today. Okay? Regina Adole. Long time no see, Regina. How are you doing? Good evening, Blakk Rasta. I missed a lot of the program. Oh, my God. Hope all is well with family and these fantastic followers. Okay? We all good. We salute you. Thank you for joining us again. We love you. Emmanuel Ania says, Blakk, John Kumah is dead and gone. Yet you don't feel any type of way talking about his issues. So what then stops you from talking about Nadromo? Nobody is bigger than the truth as well. So you remember when we did the first part, we said, when people know while they are alive, that whatever they do, even if we don't see now, when we get to see beyond every doubt, we will still bring that out. I think they will live better lives. Do you agree? Do you agree? There was a Belgian king who went to Congo, dehumanized the people, killed them for nothing. You remember Congo? The so-called Belgian Congo. When he died, they took him to Belgium and threw his body on the street. People were insulting and throwing things at the dead body. I hear some soldiers, when they misbehave and they die, they whip them. They will remove their whatever uniform, hang that in the guard room, and whatever they do, but it's a way of punishing them. So soldiers are aware that whilst they are alive, they have to be disciplined. If they are not, they'll go through this. Of course, they may not feel it straight away, but their families will feel that. So I don't believe in thou shalt not speak ill of the dead. That's why we continue saying good things about Kwame Nkrumah. Others too bring bad things. It's not to say that we are angels. No, we are not. We are not. Okay? So the Nadromo story, that's why we are talking plenty like this. You want to hear that story. We'll bring it. Don't worry, man. Obing Fosu Rebecca says the word of God has said we should advise the young widows to marry early. So everybody should keep quiet. Quote, give me the quotation so that we can put it out and many people can see. Okay? All right. More comments coming in. You can send them via YouTube. They could also come via Facebook. All right? We love you and we appreciate you. Let's take the final story. Keep your comments coming. Story number 3. Watch this. You wouldn't believe what Chairman Wontumi did again. Chairman Wontumi, we are told, was born in 1976. And he was born in Kumah. We are told he went to Prempeh. And we are told that after some time, life was very difficult for him. So he went to London to try and work. He lived in London for some time. After he got married there, legitimizing his stay in that country, England. And then somebody talked to him to return home and do politics. Because he's a man who can talk. He was engaged in local politics there in England. So when he returned, it wasn't difficult for him to rise. You know how we respect travelers, bloggers. Soon he became the Ashanti regional chairman of his party, the NPP. He rose so steadily. He made money. At a point, according to him, he had all kinds of fashionable cars, high-end cars, from Ferraris all the way through Maybachs, and so on and so forth. At a point, he said he had so many wives, even though officially we are told he has 2. He owned radio stations and TV stations. Very arrogant man. He went into Galamsey, according to Professor Frimpong Boateng, who was tasked to go into a research with a team, a committee, to be able to ascertain the veracity of some of these things. And he came back with a detailed report saying that Wontumi was engaged in Galamsey. 2, the pseudo prime minister of the republic, Gabi Asari Ochridakun, was a lawyer to a lot of the Galamsey Chinese people who were in this country. And through him, a lot of the Chinese Galamseyers who had been remanded in prison custody were freed. Their uncle was in power. Lawlessness all over the place. Nana Addo held a report in his hand like this, shredded it into pieces and blew air into it. It grew wings and flew into oblivion. He had no respect for that. He claimed that the report was shrouded in what is known as vindictiveness. Hallelujah. You know what it means to say vindictiveness, right? To be vindictive is wakamia. So Professor Frimpong Boateng, the very first man to have an open heart surgery, the man who built us our cardiothoracic center here, was seen as vindictive and kicked out. So Wontumi got the opportunity to misbehave the more. Nana Addo himself came out and authenticated his dirty Galamsey attitude when he told us that Wontumi was not engaged in any Galamsey. Yet the report said he was. You didn't go on the field. Those who went there and did their research came back with facts. Today Wontumi is standing trial. And everything points to the direction of a Galamsey kingpin. My brother, my sister, this is Chairman Wontumi. Now, remember we told you a few days back that Wontumi, according to the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayine, had fraudulently run to the Exim Bank, a bank that was established in 2016 and got into full prominence in 2017 under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. A bank that was supposed to be helping with import and export and building the country along those lines of trade. The NPP used it to finance foot soldiers and supporters like Percival Kofi Akpaloo, who uses numerous side chicks and girlfriends, their aliases, to go and get contracts from the NPP for allegedly swapping positions with the NPP during the elections. You remember? Such unpatriotic behavior. Wontumi also went in there. 29.5 million American dollars, we are told, by the Attorney General. He grabbed from the Exim Bank. And listen attentively. He grabbed it. And when he grabbed it, he said he was putting up farms. Maize farms. Maize farms. And he put out photos all over the place. Him walking around the farms and all that. When his party went out of power, let me jump one step ahead. Investigation started, and it was realized that he actually brought tractors that were no more working, built in the 1970s, dead, and put them on the farms. Somebody's rotting tractors that were not working before I was born. 1970 style. He put them on the farm to make it look like the tractors were working. $29.5 million. He took the money, misbehaving and fooling in the media. My brother, my sister, now listen to the interesting thing. Come here! When Exim Bank approached Chairman Wontumi, they said, Chairman, Wataru Papa, right now, the amount of money you have taken is embarrassing. The farms, what came out of the farms? He was supposed to rehabilitate Galamsey boys. Please pay attention. Galamsey boys. Those involved and engaged in Galamsey. Nana Addo didn't like it because there was pressure on him to end Galamsey. And it came out that the people had no jobs. That was why. So now, money was given to Wontumi and the rest so that they would create employment for these Galamsey boys and girls. He said, oh, I have farms, several acres of farm lands and all that. So I've employed a lot of them, a number of them. And he went, twisted the arms of Exim Bank, collected money for non-existent Galamseyers. Apart from taking the big money for the farm, he went back asking for salaries for the Galamsey boys. And they didn't exist, allegedly. 29.5 million. So Exim Bank called him and said, oh, Chairman, Charlie, the bank is hot. The money is so much. We've given you so much room. It's been a number of years. Please, we are begging you, come and pay us something so that at least the bank can keep running. You know what he told the bank? And this is exclusive. He told the bank that he had done some road contracts. And even those contracts, you know how he got them? The same dirty tactics from Cocoa Board under my own professor at the university, Joseph Boahini Edu. I am so ashamed of those lecturers, to be honest with you. Come to think of it, this was a man who was lecturing me at the university. And he allegedly was engaged in some of these things. When I meet him, I'm going to ask him, sir, did you really do these things? Messed up the cocoa industry. Giving contracts to Kofi Akpalu's side chicks. And Kofi Akpalu allegedly found a way of diverting the money into his accounts. That was the same thing Wontumi did. Wontumi, having begged Exim Bank, have done some road contracts. They are about to pay me. Me donyame. Scano. Akoji check no kra. Enti. Me tia scano go account no mo. Then you take your money out of it. Truly, he was paid 50 million Ghana cedis. Remember where you are hearing it first. 50 million Ghana cedis. Do you want to hear it again? Wontumi was paid for a contract that may not have been completed. Just like Akpalu. Under the NPP, they will do the contract 2%, 10%, maximum 15%, and collect all the money and share with party cronies and thieves. He got 50 million Ghana cedis for the road contract. And Exim Bank was happy. Ya tria Wontumi kao. And to at least one tres kanu kakrana fanti enim. You know what Wontumi did? Look at the arrow. You know what he did? Instead of going left, come here. Stop going left. There. He went there. He diverted the money into another account, swindling and dodging Exim Bank. Exim Bank waited and waited and waited. Dash him away and bring Wontumi there. Exim Bank waited and waited. And this moron, excuse my Latin, allegedly dodged Exim Bank, pushed the money away from Exim Bank into another account, and he was busily trying to go there and blow the account. Yeah, Manyeska. It's a party, Abba power, Obi Abedidi. And he was telling me that he is my boss because he's richer than me. Such idiots. Once they have some small money, they feel they are better than everybody. They forget who put them in power. They forget that there was a voter who put them there. That's what he did to Exim Bank. Diverted the 50 million Ghana cedis into his personal account, allegedly. And he went around boasting. At the time, he wanted to even buy Chelsea. What an insult. At the time, the economy, his party had destroyed. Nana Addo became so useless and hopeless. Kenofuriata was looking for more Bible quotations to tell us. He engaged his tailor to sew more white shirts for him to come and quote to us. He told us he was rich enough to buy Chelsea. What an insult. My brother, my sister, Chairman Wontumi did that. Fortunately, when Iyoko came into power, under John Dramani Mahama, the very first 2 months, they had been watching from afar. They went straight for the jugular vein. Wontumi was in a hurry to go and remove all the 50 million. So he would go and blow. And Iyoko said, La ma'abod. Bah! They froze it. So the 15 million is sitting in the account. Chairman Wontumi cannot touch it. Last week he went to court, crying crocodile tears. How he was struggling, how he was suffering. His money was in an account, and then they had frozen the account. They should defreeze the account so that he would go and buy Chelsea. Iyoko has frozen it. The people at Iyoko are working. And you know the boss there, don't you? You know him. Abuajise. Capo. The Tuti Kapi. Raymond Acha. He works under the Zwarungu boy. And his name is Dr. Dominic Akurutinga Ayini, the Stratford lawyer. The cigar chomping lawyer. Jesus have mercy. This is the man. So Wontumi couldn't lay hands on the last 50 million. The loot from the Nanado government. And he went to court trying to get it. Iyoko said, no way. We will make sure that you go for the trial. Whatever it is, that money must go back to Exim Bank. It's the money of the people of Ghana. Dash him away. Dash! Dash! It's the black pot, aka Kokoshonemo. And here, we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, come here! Please do. We are called Black Empire Media. It's the headquarters of the truth. We get attacks time after time because the truth has the most enemies, right? If you are for the truth, this is your home, okay? And share the broadcast. Recommend us to family and friends and acquaintances. Do business with us. If you have a hot story, we will carry it best. We are the trend setters. When we release the story, it goes all over the world. We have been endorsed by the FBI, endorsed by the Interpol, endorsed by the people of Ghana, and above all, we've been endorsed by Kwame Nkrumah. Maybe later, I will open up on some of these things to you. It's because of you. Thank you for sharing our stories. Thank you for always telling the whole world that this is the headquarters of the truth. Numbers are scrolling on the screen. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We love you. Okay? Okay, so let's look at your final comments. And we are out of here in the voice of KSM. Alexander Tete says, come here, you think say you dey wise. Nana kweku bonsam. Yeah, kweku no. Kweku no. Kweku bonsam everywhere I go, he follows me. One day, if I go to sit with Kweku bonsam to have a conversation, and somebody takes a video, you go and say, I've gone to him to help me get out of poverty. Nana, remember what it? Ever, my answer adwa. When he sees me, he likes to do adwa with me. You know. Nana Kweku bonsam says, good evening, my lovely brother. How are you doing? Nana Kweku bonsam, what? Musa Saul says Black Rasta is the way. Moses McCarthy says fire. Kwame Selam says black, more fire. Abdul Kudus says, hey, counselor in the building. Roberta Amenuveve says, great program, job bless. Love the advice given to the new couples. Okay? Love. Gausu Said says, it's hard to tell a black man the truth. Tom Poe says, hi Black. I hope all is well with you by grace. David Kwamla Kujawu says, good teachings, time to think. Kwesi Loku says, my man Black Rasta, ni manche lagaden. Says, Black hit us more of the truth. It hurts, but it's okay. More fire, I like that. The truth hurts, but it's okay. You see, a draw air, you know. So a man padueno. Now say me chino eba. David Kwamla Kujewu says nothing but the truth. Okay? More comments coming in. Jeff Freebed says, Black, I salute you. After death, the only thing that separates the death and the living is burial or cremation. If this ritual is not done, the spirit of the dead will never be free and will not be able to settle at its final destination. So the final question here is, has he been buried or not? If buried, then everybody's allowed to move on with their lives. So the wife is clean, as the Obisopinion said. Salute patriotism. Kwesi Loku says, Kuchoko soldier. Franklin Safo says, good evening, boss. I think MACBONES shouldn't have used the Ashanti flag to come on stage. Why? Just add a line more to tell us why, okay? All right, so comments are free, okay? More comments. So we have a gifted Tahir An Sise, right? He says, FREEZY, FREEZY, FREEZY. I think that's Ghana. It's time to say they are beating FREEZY, right? They are beating FREEZY. Okay. So gifted Tyran says worldwide is indeed worldwide. Isahaku Abubakari says good evening. Gifted Tyran says next time FREEZY play with Gambi. Wabag bebo toffee. Oh my God. Don't worry, man. I'm going to pick up the gun soon. Gifted Tyrant, Caesar says, Black Rasta, you they blunt. Ha ha ha. And he's like, ha 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 ha. In the voice of Kofi Wayo. Jason Strauss says, Opoku. What? Opoku? Okay. I don't know. Where's Opoku? Okay. Kwabena Aqua says, Roger Bano. Yeah. Bano. It's a beautiful name, isn't it? Bano. Ejabot says, oh, Ghana, where has your morality gone to? Your respect gone to? All leadership in the country has collapsed, including Abusha Penyin, who are bringing Ashanti name into disrepute and public anger. Shame. Mario Mark says, Maxwell, watching you from Italy, Parma. And G. Konu Grace. G. Konu Grace says, is Lillian going to have a child with Aikwe too? Are they having children already? Will they be without a child? Well, it's their choice. Lillian is just 38, and then Aikwe is 40. Aikwe has 2 children, and Lillian has 4. They can still have children if they want to. I think it's a personal decision, isn't it? Francis Ninja says, it's not good to talk about the dead when they can't defend themselves. Black Rasta, I like you, but sometimes, young over, I would never talk against defenseless people. I understand. I do understand. But the family is corroborating the story that, yes, Kumah actually had 2 children outside wedlock. So at least the family is there to talk back, isn't it? Okay. So Bridget says, good evening, Black. And then Linda J. Kunto says, Lillian is an adult. Let us leave her alone. God bless you. If he fails you, kick him out. After all, Elizabeth Taylor married 8 times, but her legacy is on her good works, not on her failed marriages. I like that. Comnasin Team says, Black Rasta, respect. God bless you so much for speaking the bitter truth. Watching you live from Long Island. They say Long Island. New York. Raskaba says, Assalamu alaikum, my big brother Black Rasta himself. More respect to you. And may Allah Almighty keep protecting you and guide you always. Inshallah. Inshallah. David Nathan says, Eish. Ucha. Shua beba. Kwabena Aqua says Roger Bano, and Gifted Tahir Anna Sise says briefing like what? Pregnant antelope on heat in labor, in the labor ward. Kwabin says repeat fight. Gifted Tahir Anna Sise says Kwabin go dance adwa. Kwabin go dance adwa. Kwabin says gifty. Ha ha ha. Gifted Tahiran sister says freezy. Ghana day at peace. You come where the belly old wounds. Asantis our brothers, so next time. I don't think that he thought about it, and his team didn't also look at the old time history and all that. That's why history is a study of past events to help us walk a better path presently and look better into the future. It's been the Black Pot, aka Coco Show. We love you, we appreciate you. After this live, we're going to cut the stories into the different teams and we'll put them out. Please make sure you share them and watch them and feel the energy and the vibe. Until then, my name is Black Rasta. I love you as always. Hey-ya! Hey-yo! Wayo! Come